Greg London, Icon Man, only at Harrah's Reno.
This is Nevada Newsmakers.
And back on Nevada Newsmakers, we have a great Power Pundit panel as always. The ever-shy Steve Robinson is with us. Well, maybe not after his last appearance. Director of State Government Affairs at R&R Partners, Mylan Hawkins, Vice President of Interface Computer Associates, and Mike Bosma with the Bosma Group. You deal in finance. You look at this current situation with the bailout and AIG. What are your thoughts?
You know, we actually do a fair amount of workouts with troubled companies, and usually the key is you negotiate all the deal points before you give them the money. That's where the pain point is. Unfortunately, we're in a situation now where they're using public opinion to negotiate the deal after the money's gone, and unfortunately, you don't have that's not the right time to set expectations on management whether or not they want to take the money. So, yeah, we're in a bad spot, because if one thing is proven to me anyway, Sam, is that the government's not in the business of doing troubled debt workout, and they need to leave that to people that really specialize in those things.
Are there enough people within government to be able to do that, or where do you find those people? Because it seems like the people who got us into all this trouble are the same people who are still getting us into trouble.
Well, but there is a specialized skill set, and those people I really do believe are out there, and I think it's just a matter of giving them access to capital so that they can invest it in a way that makes sense for both the company that's being invested in this case AIG, and the investors, in this case the American people. But right now there's no interface. Being a government employee working for the government is a completely different skill set, different mindset. The public opinion polls, those things, that's not the best way to run a business.
Yeah, absolutely. I would 100% agree with what Mike says, because government is there to do certain things. When it gets involved in private industry, it doesn't really understand the operation of private industry. And if it's absolutely true that the way private industry has been running itself in many cases is appalling, because truthfully, this has been a huge Ponzi scheme. AIG is a big Ponzi scheme. They were selling things that had absolutely nothing to back them up with. There does have to be regulations put in, but the government has to keep their hands out of the operation.
Speaking on behalf of the former government.
Well, remember when the bailout was passed. We had to do it instantaneously. It had to be done. We were told by the President and the Congress, people like Chris Dodd, Barney Frank, that it had to be done. And then we find out that they didn't read the bill. Shocking to anybody that hasn't worked on the Hill, but we know that's happened. So that the same people that were grilling this poor CEO yesterday, Liddy, $1 a year guy, by the way, who just took the job a few months ago. Those same people, I think, should have been reversed. They should have been in the witness chair answering why they were so irresponsible to pass that kind of legislation without any safeguards.
Well, don't you think that this is going to come back in 2010 and reflect on a lot of re-election campaigns?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is just the stuff that, the shark pool is made for. There's no question that it's going to come back and haunt them. Carl Dodd is probably going to be in, trouble there, and a whole bunch of other people.
Well, don't you get the sense that the anger of the public is starting to get to a point where we're heading towards some kind of political revolution?
I'm hoping so. I really am, because we need to rethink how we do business and I really believe how we do government. And the banks, the financial sector has been thrown under the bus. I believe it's the responsibility.
Along with the general public.
Right.
Retirees.
And I believe it's a responsibility of the government to put safeguards in place so that you don't have collateralized debt obligations that are floating out there in the public market that don't have any worth. That's government regulation at its best, to be able to see the problem and then legislate accordingly, so that way we don't suffer this. It's not retroactive after the problem. Oh, well, these people were bad. Well, they're not doing anything that wasn't fully disclosed that everybody didn't know about. That's the problem. It's not afterwards. You do it beforehand. Be proactive. So hopefully on the government side of it that they start to take a proactive approach to make sure there's not a problem, but to let the free market work. I mean, that, I think, trying to over-legislate. I mean, right now...
we don't have a free market. It doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. The president of AIG, he needs to be running his business, not scrambling, trying to justify bonuses. You know, financial services is talent, and you start to pull bonuses off. Where's that talent going to go? It's going to go somewhere else. Well, what's going to happen is...
Where's it going to go?
You know, there's no jobs.
Well, actually, no, actually there is. If you're talented and you've got to be able to create value, you're talented and you've got to be able to create value, you have a very safe and secure role in future in financial
But these
services.
people caused the crisis that we are in. How do you justify that if you don't give them bonuses, they're going to let them go away? Wouldn't that help the country?
It might, but remember that the bonuses are 1/10% of the package to AIG. If the Congress of the United States, the Secretary of Treasury doesn't know what happened there, what about the other $150 billion?
Right.
What's going on there? What's the oversight there? And that's why I think you see Congress doing this diversionary tactic, going to the public on this outrage of the bonuses, which people are perfectly justified. But don't lose sight of the big picture, that big pot of money that I don't think anybody knows where the hell it is now or how it's being used.
And that's where we got to leave it.
Okay.
We thank you all for being here. We'll be right back on Nevada Newsmakers after this.
When accidents happen, having AAA auto insurance turns things around for you quickly, reliably, and personably. Just the way our legendary road service can get you out of a jam anytime, anywhere.
Oh my goodness.
So make the right call now to request a no-obligation free quote from an agent trained to find you the right coverage. And discover the AAA difference. Like friendly claim service you can count on 24/7. AAA certified repairs that are done fast and done right.
Great.
And discounts for having AAA auto and home insurance.
Oh, you have AAA?
That's good.
All at great low rates. You'll also get this free AAA accident kit just for calling to get a quote. It all starts here with a simple phone call.
Hi, AAA?
So call today and get a free gift when you ask for a no-obligation quote. Get more. Get AAA.
Think spring and save time and money at the 2009 Reno Total Home Show. Looking for ways to improve your home, garden, and life? Transform your current home into the home of your dreams. Meet a wide array of experts and discover the latest products and services for your home and garden. Meet the Renegade Gardener from Better Homes and Gardens magazine. Get tips and advice from the authority on landscaping and garden design. The 2009 Reno Total Home Show, March 27th through 29th at the Reno Sparks Convention Center. Discount tickets online at agievents.com.
Hi, I'm Dana, owner of Thunder Roofing. Welcome to my office.
Trust your investment with the experience of one of Northern Nevada's most respected names in roofing, Thunder Roofing. Our expert staff will educate you as to the specifics of your individual roofing project and will take the time to go over your bid and answer any questions you may have. And no job is too big or small. Let Thunder Roofing help you protect your most valued asset. For expert installation, the highest quality products, and personalized service you can count on, call Thunder Roofing.
As always, you can watch Nevada Newsmakers 24 hours a day at NevadaNewsmakers.com. On our next broadcast, Lance Gilman, Bum Hess, Jill Derby, and Paul Enos, all coming up next week. We'll see you then.